YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a bulk meal prep. I'm about to get started Sunday morning by making some eggs, okay? I'm just gonna make a quick breakfast before we get started. So I'm just gonna get started because time is ticking and I'm on the run and I have so much to prepare today. We have breakfast done. Maybe I'll just chop some apples and something to add on, but I think Dad and the kids can have this while I continue with part two. Oh, and then I found a leftover avocado salad from last night, so I made a quick wrap for myself because I was feeling hungry already. And then here I have all this meat that I packed last time, so I'm gonna start defrosting some chicken. I'm gonna put this in the air fryer. This is a kampong chicken. It is strong chicken. I don't know how you guys call it in other words, but it is the one that doesn't have those injected hormones. So yeah, I gotta put it in the rice cooker to start softening up because I don't use a pressure cooker. And then here I just have my fish. I'm gonna also boil this on the pan because I need to later on fillet it. This is also another piece of frozen chicken. I'm not gonna wait for it to melt. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in 6 cups of water. I'm gonna make a pilau, yakhni pilau. It's a Pakistani inspired pilau. I love this pilau. It tastes so good and my kids love it too. So this is a quick meal for today. I'm just gonna add the link in this video for you guys to get the full recipe where I found it on a YouTube video. I have some beef over here. This is already pre-cooked, boiled and already softened. I just need to microwave this so it can melt. I'm also going to go ahead and wash these Ziploc bags because I can reuse them. They are recyclable. So I'm just gonna quickly wash them and then I'm gonna hang them at the balcony and I'll reuse them again next time when I need to. So this is the chicken I was talking about. It's in the rice cooker. I'm just gonna put it in with some garlic and salt. Next, I'm going to soak my basmati parboiled rice. I love using parboiled rice. You guys already know that's got low glycemic index. It's good for those who are diabetic. I am not diabetic, but I just like it because it's healthier. And then so I'm adding about 7 cups of basmati rice. I'm just gonna wash it, and then I'm gonna soak it for about half an hour as I am also boiling my chicken on the side. I'm also gonna wash all these veggies. I have some veggies I picked up from the fridge. I'm gonna wash them. So for the same dish pilau, I'm gonna cut in 1 onion, 1 tomato, and some chilies. So that's me trying to cut it off, and Ismail trying to sneak inside to get some. I love this pilau. It's super easy to make, and it's so tasty, so tasty. It's really nice. To the hot oil, I've added in the onions. I just chop it to just 1 huge onion I chopped, and I'm gonna saute this until it becomes brown. Sarah, on the other hand, is helping me. This is the fish I was boiling. I'm just gonna remove the water and set it aside. As the onions are browning, I'm gonna add in these chopped tomatoes and chilies, and I have some garlic here. I'm gonna add that in, and some of that spice, and then coriander powder. I can't remember what that spice is called. I'll put it in this video later. Next, I'm going to be making a tomato mixture. This is for the 2 sauces I'm gonna make. One is a fish sauce and one is the chicken thick sauce. I'm blending about 4 tomatoes together with some chilies, and if you have any leftover peppers, bell peppers like green, yellow or red, you can just chunk those in and blend it together and you just get a great mixture for a tomato sauce. So I added in a yellow pepper, a half a yellow pepper and a quarter of a green pepper, and I'm just going to blend those in, and I'll use this tomato mixture later on for my sauces. I love spicy food, so I'm adding enough chili for my kind of heat tolerance, so you can just put in as much as you like. So that's the mixture. It's so full all the way up there. I had to literally squeeze the cover. Okay, that's the pilau. It's looking amazing. It was looking good. I couldn't wait, so I just added some full. It's almost about to go down. This is my pilau. Oh my god, it was so tasty. We had this later on with some yogurt, salad on the side. So banging. You guys have got to try this recipe. It's so good, I must say. And try this rice. Okay, now we're back to cutting onions. I had about 10 onions. 8 of those onions were going to go into my tomato sauce. This is a thick sauce that we make. It's a Guinean sauce called Lapidi Mailani. It is a rich, it's like in Swahili we call it rosti, it means a thick sauce, like a rich, thick sauce. So those 8 onions were going to go into that sauce, while the other 2 are going to go into the fish sauce and the other one in the cassava leaf, because both of those need one onion each. Now I had a little bit of help, I must say. I wasn't all alone. Sarah was helping me out in the kitchen, although she was a handful, but I slowly got her involved, and she helped me fillet the fish. It was a bit tricky because the bones were smaller, but she managed to do a good job, and she was getting there. Also kept a little bit busy from bugging me all the time in the kitchen. So yeah, she was enjoying this. I was now preparing for the second sauce, which is a fish vegetable sauce. So I'm cutting some spring onions here. I had these in the fridge sitting in there for a while. I like to just basically chunk in whatever veggies I have left over in the fridge when I'm making any tomato sauce. So I also added in some carrots. I just slice these up. I like the sweet taste that comes with carrot in a nice sauce. So now here we have the fish that Sarah was trying to help me fillet. She tried her level best, but I needed to add a little bit more and show her how it's really done. And then what I did is I started frying the fish for my fish sauce. That way the fish doesn't get too mushed up in the tomato sauce. These are the chopped vegetables: onions, spring onion, carrots, and this is a blended tomato and chili that I was doing earlier. This is okra and green pepper. I'll show you what I'm going to do with this later on. So with the hot oil, I use the same oil I used to fry the fish because it has the aroma and flavor. I'm going to fry the onions, and then I'm going to later on add in some garlic paste and the tomato mixture, and then I'll put in all the vegetables and everything else. That is after adding in the tomato mixture. I'm adding in some tomato paste, and I also love adding in some lemongrass. I like the citrus smell and taste every time I make a fish sauce. Now I'm going to add in these vegetables as well inside my mixture. Okay, that's looking good. So I'm just going to add these in there, and I've added some lemon leaves. I love the smell of lemon leaves when I'm making fish because it just brings this, like, I don't know, tanginess, I guess. I'm going to put these in and then let them sit in for just about a few minutes, and then that should be done. I'll turn it off. So I leave those in there for about, just say, 2 minutes so that all the flavors get absorbed inside the fish, and then I'll turn it off and it's all ready to go. Done. So let's get started on sauce number 3. This is a Lafidi Mailani sauce. It's a rich and thick sauce. I'm going to use a lot of onions. I started heating up some oil, and this is about 8 onions that I've cut. You can call it onion sauce if you'd like, honey, because that is a whole lot of onions, and that's what is going to cause the thickening of the sauce. So I start by adding the onions to the hot oil, and this process is the one that's going to take a while because the onion is quite a lot. So we're going to allow the onions to fry in there. They won't turn brown, of course, because it's quite a lot of onions, but we basically want to keep this frying for about a good half an hour, I would say, until you can feel like the onions are trying to caramelize and soften up, because that's what we want to achieve at the end of the day. Oh, there we go. Let's have a little commercial break and see you smile. Jumping on my back here, trying to think I'm a horsey and think I have enough energy to play right now. But anyways, this is the onion sauce. I've added in some tomato paste. Sorry, I couldn't show that. It was just so much going on. And then I've added in the tomato mixture we had earlier. Remember, I did that tomato mixture, so I added that in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add in the chicken. I had boiled the chicken in the beginning of the video. Do you guys remember me boiling the chicken with some garlic and salt? So I've added that in with a little bit of the remaining water for all the flavors. Now this part is simple. Just add in a little bit of Maggi seasoning and let this boil to death, basically until the sauce has thickened up. Next, here we are preparing for sauce number 4. This is the cassava leaf sauce. We are removing the leaves from the stem into this bucket, and then we're going to blend these cassava leaves until they are completely softened up, very small pieces. And then we are going to drain this mixture from a drainer and leave only the cassava leaf mixture without the water, and then we're going to leave it in a pan. We're going to do this process until all the leaves are completely done and in the pan. Sarah here is being such a great Once this is done, the next step is to take some peanut butter, unsweetened peanut butter, add it in with some hot water and stir it until it is in this liquid form. You can see how it's become like watery. Yeah, this is unsweetened peanut butter. This is my mixture of cassava leaves blended with some chili, and I'm going to add in this mixture, and I'm going to leave this to start boiling. I'm also going to add in some onions that I left behind and all my beef. Basically, you can put in all your ingredients at once and just let it boil. So the last thing I'm going to put it in after it's boiled for about 20-30 minutes is that okra mixture and the fish. When the sauce looks like that, you can add it in and then close the cover and it's good to go. I couldn't film that part, sorry guys, things went by so quickly, but this is me here now done and cleaning up the kitchen, and this is all the meals packed ready to go in the fridge. This is the fish sauce, this is the beef, the thick sauce chicken, and then here we're going to add in the cassava leaf sauce which was still boiling in the kitchen, and this is the yakhni pilau that I had made. And that completes today's meal prep. Here I added on some yogurt, garnish with some onions and a cucumber for the pilau. This is me had packed here some food on the side for dad. This is the fish sauce we made. This is the chicken sauce we made. This is the cassava leaf sauce. And this is the pilau. This is some extra okra on the side, and that brings us to the end. Finally, we did it, guys. If you liked today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.